the jewelry.
I saw. Oh, thank you.
You're a whole vibe.
I am.
I'm obsessed. I saw your thing. I was like, I want to go on her podcast. She's pretty.
I was telling Julie, I was like, when you messaged me, because we weren't connected, but then when you messaged me, I'm like, wait, I follow her. And I'm like, wait, I know who she is because I knew the Carol character. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
And I never ask anyone. I'm always just like, I was like, oh, forget it. I was like, I'll be there. I was like,
did you grow up on Staten Island?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm from downtown Brooklyn. My mother's from downtown Brooklyn. So like weekends, we were always in Brooklyn. But yeah, Staten Island. Much.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is your business out there as well?
Yeah, I have a hair salon in Staten Island, and then I work in television. I'm Seth Meyers' hairdresser for Late Night with Seth Meyers.
Oh, very cool.
I don't share that on there because then they'll freaking. It depends on which way the audience goes. They'll either hate me or love me. But then I don't think they'll find Carol that funny.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Because it's a very political.
No, I get it.
So I don't try to
keep it separate. I understand. Yeah. But you also did the Today Show too, right?
Yeah, I worked at the Today Show for years. I was with the Today Show, oh my God, for like 8-9 years, Today Show. And I was with Meredith Vieira. So Meredith, I landed Seth because it's all in the same building. Yeah. And then in between that, I was doing movies like Late Night, like Irishman and Greatest Showman and all those things, Law and Order.
And so which came first? Was it Carol or was it hair?
This is all hair. Yeah, I own a hair salon. Yeah, like this, none of this. I always wanted to be like, a little bit of an actress. Yeah. My family would say I was a bit of an actress.
You're a performer. So,
yeah. But, like I didn't get into the school play. They missed their opportunity. And like my parents
has sailed.
And like my parents were not the type that were going to be like, the old school Italian, you're not going to play practice. You go and pick a sport. You want to be a cheerleader, go ahead. You can be a cheerleader for a little bit. Like as if I was going to be a Dallas cheerleader. Right. Like they invested in. Like they didn't, you know what I mean? They're like, we're not going to play practice. Right. Dance, cheerleading, fine, you're done, go to school, pick a job, Yeah. So they didn't really feed that theatrical side of me.
Right.
So it just kind of came about. Like I feel like I've been behind the scenes for so long.
Yeah.
And then this Instagram platform just started moving and I'm like, I could do this. I could figure something out.
What was the first time that made you hit publish or hit post?
I was doing it for a while and then I kind of was, are we recording? This is so good.
Oh I don't do,
love that.
Yeah, I don't do intros. It's kind of my thing. I just don't do intros because I like people just to feel like like you did. Like you're like, wait a minute, like you just
I was like, you're missing you're gonna miss the good stuff. What if I can't repeat it? I love this. Great. Now I feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're in it. We're in the car.
We're in the car. We're driving. What was you say? See, now that I knew it was an interview, I got all loved up. It's all right. But what'd you say?
What caused you to hit post the first time?
Oh, okay. So I really was doing it for a little while. Like I was really trying. I was being myself, but I was like just following along and stuff. And I hit post right away. There was nothing, because I was looking at other people. I'm like, well, there's about nothing that why not?
Yeah.
But then like I wasn't being consistent with it. I wasn't really like
were you doing
trying.
Characters or just being yourself?
Not yet. Well, I was. So I wasn't in the beginning. I was just talking about everyday life. I was just walking people through my life. I would make funny statements and jokes, whatever. And I was like bored. I'm like, everyone's doing that. Like that's not, I don't know. There's got to be something else. Then I started, my mom really lives downstairs. Mm-hmm. And she's always on a cordless phone. That's her safety is a cordless phone. Like cell phone is not really important. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, no, Mom, like the house phone's the emergency thing even at this point.
Yeah.
She's like, no. So I took her cordless phone and I started playing around with the cordless phone as me. So I started making up these characters and I just started going, but it still wasn't like, it wasn't what not that I really envisioned, but it just wasn't it. And I knew it wasn't that yet. And then I was going through, my aunt had passed away. My mother's one of 14.
Yeah.
My aunt passed away. Yeah, a lot. And I was in charge of like clearing out the house and everything. That she was a hairdresser. We had the same birthday. And the only thing that I took of hers, and she had like so much stuff. And the only thing I took was wigs.
Okay.
There was just something, I was just like, I want the wigs. Like what, I don't know why I want that. I just, the shared love of being a hairdresser, and that would be the most symbolic, sentimental.
Yeah.
And I took them and I put them in my guest bedroom and I didn't look at them for years. And then I was cleaning out the room and setting it up. I was making it into a closet. And I'm hearing my mother through the vents talking with her sister, bullshitting about everybody.
Yeah.
and I see the wigs. And I'm like,
Something
grab a wig,
clicked.
ran downstairs to give me a cordless phone, ran back upstairs.
She had an extra.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's 4 throughout the house. She lives in a I'm not allowed to say side apartment. That's a big thing. We can't say side apartment. She lives in a ground level home.
Ground level. Okay.
And when I say side apartment, she's highly insulted.
Yeah.
Her house on the side of my house. Grabbed it and
Yeah.
I went upstairs, threw the wig on, and I didn't think about what I was gonna say. I just started spewing stuff that was like probably what I was hearing in my life.
That you've absorbed for so long. Right.
Yeah. And being a hairdresser in Staten Island and originally in Brooklyn, you get stories.
Yeah.
There's just 14 ants and women in and out of my chair.
Right.
It's enough content.
Well, it makes me think that, and I sent you that meme, but I swear
Yeah.
that's literally who I
That's
become.
right.
Was like, my father worked at the Palm.
My
Like,
favorite meme, actually. I feel like that is transcended. Like anything you want to say, you can just use that meme. It's so good.
but it's so true.
I know.
Yes.
I
And,
know.
and it's so funny because I lived on the West Coast and my hairdresser was from Jersey as well. And now,
okay.
and then we both came back to Jersey around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like kismet. Like
Yeah.
we've been together for, I
love
want to
that.
say, we've been
People
together.
Say kiss me all the time, and I love that. Yeah.
I've been
It is a
seeing her
relationship.
It is
It's a
100%.
serious- and your hairdresser will know more about you.
She knows all the secret. Like that's why it's so
Everything.
big because it's full of secrets. Like, you know, like she's
It's all in there.
she knows.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so many secrets we know.
Yes.
And it's always shocking. Like it's the women that have like the deepest.
I was
like-
gonna say like I'm not. I know you can't name
Oh, I
names
would
and
never
all that
go
stuff.
to the grave
Yeah.
on that.
But like I'm sure you've heard some like wild stories and had some one-offs where it's like there's one person who's come in and like you'll never see them again, but whoa, that was a moment.
It was,
right?
yeah. And especially being in like New York, you're
Yeah.
always it's more than likely at this point now, like I'm in a sola, so it's a more controlled environment. I've been doing this since I'm 20. I am 40, literally
Yeah.
40 years in a salon. So this is my salon. So now you kind of are at the point where you wean through who your clientele is. And you know, so it's not often, although I shouldn't say that because although now that I've kind of merged it, I'm starting to slightly merge like my hair content and makeup content
Yeah.
with the funny content.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why not? You know, you never make enough, you can never have enough clients. Why not always broaden your business, right?
And your reach.
And
yeah.
your reach, yeah. So now I am getting like the one-timers sometimes. And yeah, it is a little, it is a little bit like, you're like, what did you just say? Like, it's just like, but I love it. I love it because you know what? Then it'll be a content.
Right.
Right there's an inspo.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So you started like when was the first time that you published something? Like how many years ago was it? Yeah.
Probably I think it was December 23. It was the not Mandami. It was the Luigi Mangione.
Oh, okay.
And I did the moms because all you kept hearing in the salon and everywhere was, oh my God, but he was so cute. Oh my God, what a shame. He's gorgeous. Oh, he's Italian. He's gorgeous. I'm like, all right, guys.
Right.
But like, it was so he shouldn't, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not even the point. But so I said, oh, I got to do this. And I picked up the phone and I did the mother calling and said, I can't believe he's got to be Italian. He's got to be Italian. He's got to be gorgeous. This kid's gorgeous. What went wrong?
Right.
Gorgeous people don't do that, you know? And
Which
that
I can
one,
hear like every one of my aunts like reciting the same
like, could you
thing.
believe
Yeah.
this? What
Yeah.
a shame. What a shame.
Yeah.
You know, if he was ugly, it's no big deal.
And like, so you hit post, you
That
share
one
it.
went, yeah. That was the first one with the wig, the cordless phone.
And that was Aunt Carol.
That was Aunt Carol. She had a different wig too at the time. She
I was
was
gonna
darker.
say, yeah. How do you, I know there's like a whole science behind it. Like, how do you select the wig and the character, or does the wig tell you who the character is?
Yeah. So absolutely. Same way the client who decides what color hair they want and that haircut lets me know exactly who they are. So that, a spiky redhead, she's loud. She's sassy. You know, she's got that
She's
copper.
sharp. Yeah.
She's sharp. She might smoke a ball more. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's Loretta, my character Loretta, because I know exactly who that person is.
Do you have clients that are like, wait a minute,
Everybody.
was that about me? Was that
My family, my friends, my aunts and uncles, and my clients.
Yeah.
And I go, no, why? I said, well, if the shoe fits now.
Yeah.
I just tell them, I say, now I've turned it into where I say, well, can I have this one client, Vera, who I love.
Yeah.
And she's coming to me since, most of my clients are with me since I'm like 20 years old. So whether I was an assistant and they started and they followed through, they've been with me.
Yeah.
So now they're all loving this. They're getting a kick out of it. And people will walk by the salon and they'll hear me because clearly I'm not soft-spoken. And they'll pop in. They'll be like, I knew you worked here. I knew you had a salon here. Can I take a quick picture? And I'm like, yeah, come on. Like I have an open door. Just like how my home was, it's an open door. Come on in. And now they're kind of like, oh, well, I have an idea. You should do a video on this because my sister-in-law's mother. And I was so pissed and blah, blah, blah. So I use a little and I tell them I'll change the name and I'll give them like a side shout out. I'll be like, yeah, Burn, or Vera.
It's like your own little
world that I create. And like, for instance, Vera, she loves Atlantic City. Mm-hmm. So I'll take stories that she says about Atlantic City that maybe I didn't know about, like how serious people are with a particular game and what the players club and all these things. And I'll use it and incorporate it into, even if it's like dropping it into a story that I do with Carol.
And so you post this one thing and it takes off.
Yeah. Yeah. That took off.
What was the feedback? Like, were you nervous when you hit post?
No, I really was just like, what's going to be? Either they're going to like it or they're not going to like it. And, there's so many things on there that I was watching that I was just like, I don't get that. But to each his own. And I would, even if I don't get it, I'm proud of it for them because I think it's just a really empowering thing to step out of your shell and to step into something that you might not have thought you could ever do and own it. Whether it's great or not, own it. Own what you put out.
And so when did you realize like people are loving this? Like what was that moment like?
That was fun. That was really fun. I think I'm a very social person. Mm-hmm. When people started recognizing me out, like especially in Staten Island, and then it was like in the Hamptons. When I met my first guy in the Hamptons and he yelled across the freaking thing, I was like, yes, I need my gaze. I love my gaze, So I said, oh, this is something. And the most important I'll tell you is that the amount of people reaching out, DMing me, you remind me of my mom that passed away. This sounds like my aunt. Mm-hmm. I'm going through cancer. That's big. And I'm watching your videos through chemo. They're making me laugh. It's that nostalgia that people are dying to have back. The comedy and the nostalgia. And how do we just get back to that, even if it's not always politically correct or if it's just have fun. Just laugh at it a little bit. Don't hurt anyone's feelings and don't be an asshole. But
family's family. It's like, and it's that nostalgia because it's like it reminds you of like, at least for me, I totally connected with it. Reminded me of growing up listening to my mother on the phone. God only knows which relative she's talking to, but they all sound the same, right?
They all sound the same. Those conversations, shredding everybody, but you can talk. They could talk about them, but you can't talk about. It's like that loyalty program that they've created, to justify them. But it brings you back, right? And even for the people, because I did worry a little. I said, what if my goal is like bringing back that family memory, but what if the family memory is more trauma or something like that? Yeah. And I've spoken to a few people that have maybe not had the same childhood we were blessed to have. Yeah. And they said, but you know what? We always hung out at my friend's house because I escaped there and that's how their family was. So there's always something that you can find in memories, right? Yeah. And what they can trigger. And sometimes, it's through somebody else's family that you made into your own. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do is like give them a family that give these people a glimpse into my family and a glimpse into like so many other families and then accepting like I'm getting women of all nationalities too, which is unbelievably cool to me. Yeah. Jamaican women are huge with me. They love me, my Jamaican girls. And they tell me, oh, our mothers are just like this. African-American, and I'm like, family, matriarchs of the family and a family unit will always one and the same. It will always bring that collectiveness to people.
Which skit has been your most popular so far? Because I've seen you in different like restaurants and like ordering. You're at the butcher.
That's the big one. The paper thin cold cuts, see-through, chicken cutlets, paper thin. I want a hole in the middle is definitely the biggest one that people resonate with the most. Yeah. They're like, because you get so many men too, which I didn't think like I'd have a big male following. I have a very big male following too. And I now realize it's because they're freaking thinking I sound like they're calling us their annoying wife. And then they reach out to my husband. They go, oh, my wife's the same way. I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a wig right now. Right. But we are, Will. The wig. Yeah. They see their wife or their mother or their aunt.
Little
And,
glimpses. Yeah.
You know, I try to tell, and I know when I'm an annoying psycho to my husband, like, he you know, I get it.
Yeah.
Don't provoke me, but I get it.
What does your family think of it? Like, what does your mom think of Carol?
So my mom is here, as you know. So my mom at first was like, and she's very proud of like her vibe. Like she's 73, my mom.
Yeah.
And you've seen her.
Yeah,
So
stunning.
she does not, thank you. She does not look like that. She's very hip, as she likes to say. I'm hip.
Yeah.
Like I'm stylish. So I make Carol a little bit louder, a little gaudy, a little, you know, she's a bit of everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's not how my mother dresses. So when I first did it, I sounded exactly like my mom, but she couldn't get past the look. She goes, "Is that supposed to be me? Because I don't dress like that."
She's offended.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you do sound like that, though. I was like, I'll give you the wardrobe's not yours.
Yeah.
You know what she don't realize is when I put certain outfits on, she goes, "That's nice. Where you going with it?" I go, "Bingo." Nailed the outfit. She don't realize she actually does like that.
Right.
Yeah. She was like, "That looks sharp. That left bit looks sharp like that. Where'd you get that?" I go, no. You know, so I think my mother loves it, and she's widowed, my mom. And she has her friend Jeannie, who plays Jean Marie, the other mother in my series.
Okay.
And they're both widowed. And now there is this life that they're getting outside of it. You know, Jeannie has 4 boys. They're grown. They have their family. She's an amazing grandma. My mom doesn't have grandkids yet. My sister's getting married. She has, and we talk about this, she has echolalia, which is a very rare condition with eating food.
Oh,
yeah, like the esophagus doesn't work. So that was a big trauma to our family because she got it after my father passed away. They say stress can make the nerve endings die, and she can swallow, but she can't eat like you and I. She can't eat. She has to eat soft foods. It was very challenging. So whereas food,
especially, it was to say, like in an Italian family, like the whole world revolves around
a meal.
The table
That's
and
it.
food. Yeah.
And she always was the one to cook. So for a while, you know, a very long time, she suffered with probably depression with that of like,
it's probably isolating.
Yeah. How can I go out if eating is going to be the thing? And because of this condition, alcohol can make it slower, the digestion.
Yeah.
So we kind of were in a little bit of a funk, everyone, you know, and this has now given like my mom, like she's here with us today.
Yeah.
So it doesn't revolve around food anymore.
Right.
Like there's dancing parties that we go to, and there's bocce nights now, and there's just podcasts, and she gets to come, and I've incorporated her in the skits.
Yes.
So now she goes out and she gets recognized, and that's her own, and they don't want her and Jeannie. They don't want any money from these restaurants and stuff. They're bored.
Yeah.
So they say, no, we'll just come. We'll make videos for your stores.
Yeah.
And they love them. But what they, you know, when they get screwed up is when they bring them in and they say, you know, take a couple of things in the pork store. Take a few things. They wipe them out of house and home. They take the imported cookies from Sicily. So, Ma, you meant a loaf of bread and a thing of mozzarella. You need to take the guys like imported Sicilian stuff. They left with bags. You should have paid them. Next time, you better off paying them.
Special olive oil.
Yeah. No, really. The imported stuff, they left it like this. But they're having fun. My sister's a teacher. So she's, you know, curing the whole world with that. I'm just a hairdresser. She likes that I'm having fun with it, but she wants no part in it. She's like, this is ridiculous. She's like, I don't understand. People are coming up to you. She's like, oh my God, we're out to dinner.
Is she embarrassed, or is it just too much, like the attention? Or?
I think she's so not an attention person. I am such an attention whore. I'm like, sure, like let's take a picture. You know, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I'll wave you down. Did you see me? I'm here. And she's just like, oh my God. She's like, whatever. She's like, you're crazy. She's like, this is wild. You know? And then like if it's involved for her engagement party, she sang a different tune because I had all these collaborations that I wanted to like promote somebody's business, and they wanted to like do an event.
Yeah.
And I got them all in. And then it was, okay, you could do this. Like we're going to Vegas for her bachelorette. Oh, you should reach out. Have someone reach out. I want to go to this place. This place is, I said, now Carol's good for you? She was like, yeah. Like she's always like, do what you want. Just don't put me in it and don't say my name.
Wow.
Lena.
I can imagine. Yeah. It's got to be a lot, especially for people like, because I'm sure you are recognized all over New York.
Now it's Florida, New York. They're like Canada is like, please come here. Please come here. We love you. And it's just so humble. Like I'm so honored.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow. Because I've worked with big celebrities. So I still can't process this either. I can't, because I'll never put myself to that. Like, and I don't know if that's right to say I'll never put myself to that, but I'm definitely will continue to eat the humble pie because this could end tomorrow. And I think that's the main thing that people need to realize. Like, this can very quickly be over. So don't quit your job. Like, chill out a little bit. Make sure you're nice to everybody because as you should be regardless, but don't get too big for your bridges because like come down a notch. You know?
Right.
We got lucky with this and we got a platform and it's nice and we're putting the hard work in. But other people too have done this their entire life and worked really hard. And, you know, you have to respect the industry too. You really have to.
But I think the reason why people resonate with you is because you're so authentic. Like it is a skit, right? Or like a shtick.
Yeah, but you know there's truth in it.
There is. And I think that's the part that so many people, like it doesn't matter Italian or not, like anyone with a family understands like what you're putting out there.
I think so. I think I just recently did a communion bit. Yeah. And, you know, I don't have kids. Yeah. I don't truly have, you know, and I did this whole communion thing because in Staten Island, communions are next level. It is wild. And I'm a glam girl. Yeah. So when Carol's not wearing that wig, I am all for it. I got my own lashes. I got acrylics. I'm good. Yes. Like you don't have to beg me to put on a face, you know? Yeah. So the communion season came around. It's the same communion season's always been very on Staten Island. These girls, these babies look very done. It's like a beauty pageant. Yeah. Very done. And I've done a lot of their hair.
And what are you, like 13 at communion? I mean, I'm trying to remember.
9.
Is it 9?
Like 7 or something.
Okay. I'm thinking of confirmation. Okay.
No, you're like a baby.
Yeah.
It's your first Holy Communion.
Yes.
Okay. So this year, I didn't have the thing last year to do it. I made a comment last year about the communions, like, these are all out of your minds. It's crazy. I'm going to put nails in my eye as a hairdresser because they're worse than the brides sometimes. Yeah. It's the mothers.
Right.
So this year, I'm like, oh, I definitely got to do it because this year was out of control. They were spray tanning the kids. Now there was spray tanning them. Spray tans, extensions in their hair, winged liner, glitter.
Really?
Oh, no, I have to show you. But
I have to send you pictures of my community. There was nothing like that.
I was glammed, but not, like a little blush, a little, you know, my mom put a little mascara. You know, I had my hair crimped probably. But the point of the video was more to like understand the dynamic. Number one, I'm not making fun of anyone's kids. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Where it started was my friend made me put a track in my niece's hair, my best friend's kid. And I said, no. You've lost control. Right. I'm doing clip-ins for her communion. Yeah. So I said, I got to run with this. Saw a couple of pictures of the kids, was dying laughing, but also like I could appreciate they look gorgeous, obviously. So did the kids that didn't have a lot of stuff on them. They look gorgeous. Who cares? They're kids. They're all beautiful. Great. That's not the point. I'm a comedian. So what is a comedian? It's to make jokes in the current climate of things. And that is fucking funny. And I went on as Carol and I was like, these kids, they're at their El Carib. They're coming out of the ceiling. They got extensions. They got the eyeliner, they're out of their mind. They look like the John Bonets, whatever. Yeah. I got, majority of it was great. Everyone was upset. They were hysterical. El Carib was reposting. Everyone, because they were confident and understanding. If you do that, you know that somebody in your family is definitely going to go, huh, look at what she did to that kid. Oh, you know that. Right. You know if you come, same as I know, if I come all decked out with my boobs up and this and that, someone in my family is going to have something to say behind my back. Yes. Laugh at it. Yeah. You know what's going on. And if you're that mother, you know you're over the top. Own it and be proud. It's cute. It's fun. I don't care. I truly don't care. Oh, no. The mothers went crazy. Some of them. First of all, I didn't see half their kids. I wasn't even making up fake screen names, going on the inside. Oh, no. Yeah.
And were they leaving you messages or sending you? Really?
Horrible things like you don't have children. You'll never be able to have children.
That bothers me. So I also don't have children. And I that
like I have goosebumps. Like what?
Yeah.
Telling other girls they look autistic. Like, are you crazy?
Yes, they are.
And that is crazy behavior.
Yeah.
And that just shows that you have your own demon, like and also 600 and something kids make communion on Staten Island. Maybe not think your kid is the only one that we were talking about. Like,
also think about what is the meaning of communion?
Well,
like,
that's its own subject. That I get.
Wow.
And again, it wasn't for me to,
I
wasn't, and they were like, don't make fun of people's kids. I'm like, I'm not making fun of the kids. I'm not making fun. I'm making fun of you for being psychotic.
Right.
But again, I don't care. I think they look cute. You know how many kids I have to glam up like that?
Yeah.
I love them. I have fun with it.
But the moms were sending you these just not like.
But from fake screen names. And that's what I don't play with. You got something to say.
Say it.
Say it to
me. Right.
Do not make up some Sasha or this name. I don't play that game.
Yeah.
Not on online and not in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached out to them and I said, hi, I understand that you didn't know how to properly, hide your name on there because it got leaked right back to your hair business's screen name.
Yeah.
No beef, but why don't we get on a phone call like an adult? Because, I don't want you to feel bad. And that's not the intent. And I want to explain to you, if you don't already know, what comedy can look like. Mm-hmm. And it's not my job to, but you also don't have to watch. And
right. I was just going to say, what are they doing on your page?
They've since stopped because my cease and desist comes from me directly.
Yeah.
But you got something to say it to me. That's as far as we go. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to, and some of them were like, yes, let's get on a call. And then crickets. Then what are you going to say?
Right.
What are you going to say? Because you got caught. It's silly. It's childish. Mm-hmm. It was a joke. I'm 40 years old. So I'm not a 75-year-old woman in a wig. Like, that's not real. Like, let's get to like a level where we can separate.
Isn't that crazy though? Like the internet, I mean, and I'm sure you've just seen so much, like I'm sure your DMs can be like a cesspool sometimes, like, because it's like when you are this bright light and you put that light out there and you're, on social media, it attracts so much good. So much good. It really but it can also attract just disgusting,
yes.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it like too, and it's very hard. I'm a very sensitive person. Mm-hmm. I want to be friends with everyone. I want to just have a good time. Like, I'll be the one who writes a text message to 10 people. Be like, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
Not overly planning. I just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't have kids. I'm married, but like we want to go out all the time. Like, why not?
I love going out.
Me too. You can come out then. So I'll DM you. I'll be like, I'll text you. Like, you want to come out? And that's how I am. I'm not thinking like, and a lot of people will misconstrue that as, oh, she's looking for an opportunity. Mm. I'm the opportunity for myself.
Yeah.
Don't project what you do to what I do. First of all, social media is all opportunistic. Everybody.
Who's saying that let me get this straight. Who's saying that you're looking for an opportunity by trying to round up some friends?
Because if you're rounding up other content creators, it's like, is it for photos? Is it for this? Is it for that?
So there's an assumption that you're using.
Not just me. That's made with a lot of people. And it's a thing like, listen, the reality is, yes, you are going to network, right? You're obviously. And if you're on and I'm on the online, we both are seeking something. Mm-hmm. Attention is some of it. Own
Interaction.
Interaction to get. If it never goes anywhere else, you want it to be successful when you put something, your hard work into it, right?
Yeah.
So we're all networking.
Yeah.
And I know that because I work in television and I understand how that game works. Mm-hmm. But I genuinely will only want to do that if I like the person. Mm-hmm. So I don't need to go out with you for pictures. I'm going out with you because we're in this together now. Yeah. You'll understand it. Whereas maybe my friend with 2 kids right now doesn't want to have these conversations. Right. And I don't maybe want to talk about kids all day long. So now I've found a niche of people that are into the same things I'm into. Mm-hmm. So I think there is that line of people, that's what I mean, thinking too much of themselves. Like maybe don't think it's that. Maybe just, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but like.
Take it for what it is. You're just literally a girl asking some friends out to go out and enjoy it. Yeah, I love my favorite thing to do is go out for dinner. Yeah, I know, but I just enjoy it. It's like
Me too.
Yeah.
So like, why not? Like, let's go out and like be like-minded and like create if we want. If we don't,
if you feel like it,
right? And 9 times out of 10, listen, I've been very lucky to meet very nice people, and whoever wasn't, I wean their asses out.
I'm listening to you and I'm watching Winnie walk around this fake living room here. And if she drops a deuce, I'm gonna.
You think she's gonna
die.
drop a deuce?
I don't know.
I feel like she's feeling her way.
I've got her puppy pad back there, and actually, she won't go And I think a lot of things have dropped on this carpet. I'm not sure.
Well, she found something right now that she is into.
This carpet definitely has a history, but
listen, I love animals more than people. So
yeah, same. Oh my goodness. And I always feel like people are going to judge me for saying that, but I'm like, animals have no ill intent. They're just
love you.
Love, yes. And I mean, like Winnie will be 3 years old, June 18th.
Baby
She's
mommy.
a Gemini. What is your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh,
What
air
are you?
signs unite. Aquarius.
Say, I wish I knew more about signs,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I take the reaction.
We're all the same element. Yeah, that's so funny.
I love Winnie. I
Yeah.
have a Jeter.
Jeter is how old?
He's going to be 16 in June, but he's like a puppy.
Oh,
I can't even I can't. Like,
yeah.
I know you spoke about how like the second pet and all that. And I
Yeah.
was like sobbing. So I was like, I know, I get it.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So,
It's, I mean, like, honestly, I'll never forget. When I decided to get Winnie, Mikey was 15. I have a picture of him up there. He lived till 17. And he was like a Chihuahua mix. And I literally had him from my 20s through my 30s into my 40s. I mean, he was
through
my
the
ride or
most,
die.
like,
Yeah.
important years of your
Yeah.
life.
And I remember he was about 15 and he wasn't sick yet. But I just, he's getting older. Their hair turns white. You just know. And I remember telling my dad, I think I'm going to get another dog.
Okay.
And I assume, because my dad loves to shoot down any idea that it's just what we do. It's like the way
Typical
the
parent,
conversation
right?
goes. Yeah. What are you, stupid?
Yeah.
It's just
Like an asshole.
And instead of that response, he was like, I think that's a good idea. And I was like, what you do? I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, Mikey's, he's 15, he's getting up there, and you've been with him since he was a baby. So it's like literally his entire life.
Them.
And he's like, another dog would like not get you through, but just be
help you.
Yeah, I would say like she is a source of comfort,
Of course.
right? Yeah.
Oh my God, of course.
But
Did you have them together at the same time?
Well, that was the thing, is that I wanted Mikey to be able to kind of like raise
Oh.
like another, you know what I mean? Like
How
have
was
an
Mikey
imprint.
with Winnie though?
He passed away last year. But when he was like when he treated her like, Mikey was a grumpy old man with children. Like I used to have to yell, not friendly, right? Because people would
Same
see
thing
him.
with Jeter.
He's so small, like he's Winnie's size, but he looked like a
Jeter.
baby,
Yeah.
and he's got this fluffy tail. He was red with like white marking. Like people would see him, they're like,
you
he's
just
like a
wanna
little
cuddle
baby
him
fox.
and he'll rip your.
And children would run to him, and he'd be like, "I will kill you."
Yeah,
like
like,
he
leave
just
me
and
alone.
he had like bow legs, and he would like
so does
stomp.
Jeter.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I'm like, I cannot like have this dog biting someone, you know.
I got it.
But like I would have to yell, like not friendly. And knowing that I was going to bring this puppy home, I bring Winnie home. And first Mikey's like, he was clearly offended.
He's offended.
Just offended.
He's like, what is this?
Yeah, he's like, this is
Who
our
are you?
apartment.
Leave.
Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, where's she sleeping?
Yeah.
He's like,
When does she leave?
We sleep in the
Who are
bed.
you? Yeah.
And but he was super but he was very I don't know how to explain, like he was good at like keeping her in line, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just she is the epitome of a Gemini. Like she does what she wants. She's very
so
sweet
cute. She's like
sometimes.
my mom right now.
She's a little lover girl. Yeah, she probably smells Jeter. Yeah.
Like my whole thing is like I'm contemplating, and she's gonna flip, but I'm contemplating like, do I get one now?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, she shook her head. But like, I'm afraid that Jeter's gonna feel like I know his time is coming, and then I don't know, but like you have more experience. Did you feel that way? Like, were you nervous about that? Am I psychotic for thinking that?
Mikey always knew. This is gonna sound bad, but it's the truth.
What I'm
it's
saying.
the truth.
I believe you.
Mikey always knew he came first. Does that make sense? Like,
like Jeter would
if
be.
the three of us are together. Like, when he tried to get close to me, Mikey would be like
in your throat. Yeah.
Because he had to be and I knew. I'm like, I made him this way. So it's like,
I know.
I created this.
So did we. I mean, we have a babysitter for the dog.
Yes.
Like, this is a hand to God.
Yeah.
The dog cannot stay home. My mother cannot even go up to the store, like to the corner store, without a babysitter, because it started as he would freak out and like tear the place apart.
Separation anxiety.
It came after we moved twice, and that was it. And then it became, now he's like a trachea thing. So like there's no shot he's getting left. So my mother pays these kids. They get $55 for 4 hours minimum at holiday pay. He doesn't get walked. He's wee pad trains. I don't let him out, so I like that. I'm afraid of the environment for him.
Same.
Okay.
My vet laughs every time. So it's like, they don't know what the grass, like they're like grass. They don't know to pee outside. They wait and they hold it and they come back in.
Yeah. My dog's like, ew. Like there's no shot going to the grass with other dogs.
Right.
But the kids, the girls, I have like a list of them and I'll text them in the morning like, hey, anybody free? Like my mom has to go food shopping. Can someone? And they come over, they sit for us, they Netflix and chill. Jeter sleeps the entire time.
Easiest job. Yeah.
He has human food. He eats.
Yeah.
It's like measured. My husband meal preps.
So cute. I mean, I'm
Wild-caught
not judging. Like you're not going to get any judgment from
I
here.
know you feel like I want. Yeah, it's really, they do an allergy test for them now and it tells them exactly what they're what they can handle. And then you can prepare the food for them.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah.
I'm into like holistic and regular for him.
That's so sweet. I don't even know how I went off on the tangent about Winnie, but yes, she is. You asked how old she was and then I took you on a whole adventure.
And I loved it. I'm here with her.
Choose your own adventure.
I'm here.
Yeah, no, she'll be 3 in June.
Aww.
And yeah, she's just the sweetest little soul.
You feel like it really helped you though when Mikey.
Well, and I became much closer with her. Like our relationship just became something different.
Yeah.
Because there was space for her now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, but yeah, she's just the sweetest little thing. And she just followed Mikey around
today.
And I love being able, I have the videos of them when she was a baby because Mikey would teach her how to play fight. Mikey was really good at play fighting. You know, when they open their mouths, but they don't bite.
Yeah, they don't bite.
And yeah, he taught her how to, so now whenever she meets another dog, like she knows just very like gentle.
Jeter never really got along with other dogs. We didn't really, because I was always afraid he'd get hurt. So I didn't like bring him around other dogs.
Yeah. Well, Mikey was that way at the park. Like he was only like 10 pounds, but he needed every Doberman to know like.
He was in charge.
Yes.
Napoleon.
Mikey's running the joint. Right. It was a whole thing. Yeah. That's so sweet. Wow. So back to like, your show. I wanted to get into your shows because you've got like so many things going on. When I was looking at your socials, you have obviously the multiple characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But how many shows are you involved in right now?
So I'm in Married by the Mob. That's by Jennifer Graziano. She's the creator of Mob Wives.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Renee, her sister Renee Graziano, she's in it. Funny enough, Renee and I were watching each other. You know, I followed Renee, obviously. Yeah. Renee came across my videos. She loved the character Carol and the other characters I created. And she's like, my sister's working on an immersive theater show. I think you should totally like meet with her and do this. And I was like, okay. I was like, I've never done theater in my life. I was like, sure. But then Vinny Medugno, another great friend of mine, friends with, he was like Big Angie's right-hand man for so many years. Oh, and wow. Oh my God, this guy, you got to get his talent. He's a phenomenal singer. He's on WABC. Like he's just incredible. I praise him no end. He also was like, you should get Carol. So now Jennifer heard my name twice at that point.
Yeah.
She reached out. We did an interview and I said, listen, I'm going to be very honest with you. I have never memorized a script in my life. I don't make a script. That was the thing that most of them couldn't believe. That's not a script. That's a one shot. You will not be authentic. It has to be go, have the voices in your head lead you, and that's it, you know? I said, so I don't know. She's like, don't worry about it. It's going to be ad lib. We really not giving you a script. We're letting you go. We sign on. I had a book, okay? Book. I said, I didn't do well in school. I don't remember. I cheated.
Binder,
like, what are you doing? I got these are lines. And I said, you know what, Chris, you always just do it. What do you have to lose? If anything, get up on the stage. And if you can't remember your lines, fake it. Fake it till you make it, which is what we're all doing.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
You're in a wig. It's not you. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
No one's going to know.
Carol. Yeah.
Blame it on Carol. Carol got drunk. She drank. She couldn't figure it out. And then from there, Anthony Wilkinson, it was his theater that we were in at Avenel, and he had just followed me recently too. And he does the whole My Big Gay Italian, everything, like the wedding, funeral, casino adventure. That's been on forever. That was Broadway. Yeah. That was a huge thing. And now he has a residency at the Hard Rock.
Oh, wow.
He saw me, came to one of the practices. After, he's like, I want you in My Big Gay Italian Wedding. He's like, it's at the Hard Rock. Nod to my dad up in heaven. He would collect Hard Rock casino shot glasses because he traveled for business out of the country all the time. So I was like, Dad, I see you.
Yes.
I got what you did there. Put me on that stage. Got it. Noted. And now I'm back for the funeral, My Big Gay Italian funeral. We are now touring with Married by the Mob. to a year ago though, when this all did happen, like first really start with the wigs, I threw together my own variety show. I literally was like, I'm doing a variety show because I want that old school Carol Burnett variety show, Sonny and Cher, I Love Lucy, all in the bring it all together and put it on stage, make it modern with that nostalgia comedy. And I threw it together at this place, Eve Ultra Lounge in Staten Island. My friend John Carlo, he's like, do it. I have a stage, do it. There was 200 people showed up to this. We had to turn people away. It was a $20 ticket. You got a Ponel and a rice bowl. I had a handheld microphone.
Yeah.
I used props that I got at we went around flea markets or whatever, yard sales.
Yeah.
I needed a sofa. I said, all I need is a sofa, plastic on it, some pillows. I need a kitchen table, a tablecloth, plastic over that, and a cordless phone, and I'm good. Pastries, and I can make this someone's kitchen.
Yeah.
And that was a year ago. And right now we just started. I just have in production another theater show and something else in the works.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is so exciting.
Thank you.
It's really hard too, though, to do like a one woman show.
We have some ideas with it, some formulas that we're looking to kind of create. Because the Married by the Mob is immersive.
Right.
So when you come to Married by the Mob, you have to come.
I want to.
You guys should come. Married by the Mob is immersive. And that's like, remember Tony and Tina's wedding type vibe? You go and you are part of the wedding.
Okay.
There's singing, there's dance, you're eating, you are dancing with the characters are in the audience with you. You are part of the show.
Where do they do this?
So June 27th and 28th, 28th and 29th, we're going to Swansea, Massachusetts, Rhode Island and Connecticut.
Okay.
Then we go back to New Jersey in September and October at Avenel Theater. I forget the weekends.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. But September and October. And actually June 6th, next week, I'm in Atlantic City with my big gay Italian funeral.
Wow.
So, but Married by the Mob, if you go on marriedbythemob.com, all the listings are up. We're doing City Winery in the Hudson Valley. So we have just more coming with that. And the idea will be that I'll kind of piggyback my show. When I'm in that area, I'll put my show up and they could come see my theater show.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I think it's pretty cool too. Like you said, that sign from your dad, the hard rock.
I believe in all that stuff.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, but this is something that started with your aunt and her wigs.
It started with my own, and it started from anxiety and missing my father. Like, really sad about my not getting over my father's death. He was 51. So it was like in an anxiety time, seeing the wig, like all of it, all of my loved ones watching down, merging it together. So yeah.
What did he pass away from?
Pancreatic cancer. We had never even heard of it. Thank you. He was 51. He was healthy. Like
so young.
So young. It was right around the time of Patrick Swayze. And I remember thinking, like, Patrick Swayze only lived, I think, sadly, a few months after my dad.
Yeah.
And
that cancer is like brutal.
And I just remember being like, okay, if Patrick Swayze with all the money in the world and all the resources in the world couldn't do it, then fine. Like I have to come to terms. Like what it is, what it is. But to shed some light on pancreatic cancer, because I have to say this in memory of my friend Jennifer Gigante, Nanny Jen, my dear client, just passed away recently. She was in trial. She was living with pancreatic cancer for 8 years, even through COVID, missed her treatments, everything. She was one of the last ones in the more current trial that she was in at Sloan. And they were she was literally defying the odds. And she passed away from RSV. Her cancer still, with the RSV, was controlled with this trial. Wow. And because, everybody at first was like, oh, but she was doing so well and she had to get this RSV. I said, no. Jen was tired. Jennifer was tired. And Jennifer was not going to let cancer define it. So RSV didn't know her, so it won maybe a little bit. Cancer did not. So pancreatic cancer. And I read that during her wake, actually that week, they had come out with some research that there's going to be a pill now. I don't know much about it, but apparently you can read into it. There's a pill that they're very, very hopeful about. That's more of like I don't want to say maybe cure, but a solution.
Even if it can help prolong, because that type of cancer, like any story, anyone I've ever heard about, like it takes people so quickly.
Because there's no signs.
Yeah.
So by the time you get signs of it, it's already means it's gone too far.
Yeah.
You know, he did the Whipple procedure. He did everything he had to do. My father was an eternal fighter, like a fighter, gracious, graceful fighter, however you will. But that was also a while ago. We've come such a long way. And I think that people should look at Jen as such a hopeful reminder that, you know, there's breakthroughs every day. Just, she came to my salon every Friday. That was no matter how she felt. Her appointment was at 3:00. She came for her blowout. It was her escape. She spent the entire day there because she went to every, in the Sola, there's like
probably
32.
made her feel normal too. Yeah.
100%. It gave her, you know, she talked to so many of my clients because I do wigs. I have wigs at my shop now too. I brought that into the world of it. And I said, you know, she would come and she would talk to clients that were going through cancer, young girls. And to see her laughing and smiling and just showing up every day with technically a terminal illness really, really can prove what she did was fight right through it, no matter what. Like, she fought through it because of her attitude.
It must make you feel so good to be able to help someone who's like, you know what I mean? It's like, because it's like, what, it's not like you can cure them, right? I
can't cure you, but if I can walk with you, right? Like, what, you know, my father, I got into wigs. I learned styling and wigs when my father was on the cancer unit. So the wigs started way before the wigs now that I do. I was taking courses on, you know, how to sell and style wigs for women. Now it's come full circle. My aunt, the wigs, my dad, the wigs. Now I do wigs. And now we just started, we're in the process, and I know people are going to want to know where to donate and all that, but I'm working on it, I promise. We're in the process of a wig fund. So I've been able to give wigs to quite a few girls, paying it forward. So what I didn't realize was, and not, you know, shame on me, you can't understand unless you're in it. You can say I sympathize, but I always make sure I note to say, I can't imagine what you're going through. Because you really, even though we want to say that, like, oh, yeah, I feel so bad, I know what you're going, you don't. We don't. I don't know what my father went through in those dark moments because, thanks be to God, I didn't have to. So I'm mindful now to make sure I say, I can't imagine what you're going through, but I believe knowing you can get through it. Like, no matter what that is, God, however your form of strength is going to come from, go with it because it'll help you. And the wig fund now, what I was saying is that so many girls, I would say, no price. There's no charge. And we would charge them costs for the wig. But I didn't want to charge for the haircut. I didn't want to charge for anything else. I'm going to charge you to shave your head. Are you crazy? No way. But they wanted to feel normal.
Yeah. So let me pay for this service. Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Put it in this. That'll pay for somebody else's wig. And it grew. And I started being able to pay. And now that I have the platform, I believe I can totally make that huge. And I think that can be a place where people can come and get their wig hopefully free now, completely free. Like the last 3 girls, it was free. They didn't have to pay for anything. Why should you have to pay for a wig in the midst of, and they don't want nothing against the wigs at the hospital. Is wonderful what the hospitals are able to do. And I'm so proud of them for being able to add that to a feature because
of course,
they're medical and I respect that.
There's a need. Yeah.
Right. But these wigs are beautiful and they're going to make girls feel that's somewhat of that security. So
it gives me chills just listening to you talk about that because like the whole thing started with you when you saw, I remember you saying, I looked at the wigs and I'm listening. You could hear your mom and something. And I like, to me, that's just that inspiration. Inspiration is just spirit. Like,
of course.
And to hear that whole thing it's full circle.
It is. Yeah. And that click was that aha moment. And I actually had that aha moment, one of them on that Hard Rock stage, like middle of it. And I was just like, okay, Dad, I see you. I understand the assignment. I got it.
Wow.
And he was a finance guy, so he never wanted me to be a hairdresser. He didn't believe, he's like, what? You're not going to make money.
He was afraid that you wouldn't be able to like support yourself.
Like, that's for fun. I'm like, no. And now I can.
Not only do you support yourself, but you support like a whole community.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's
so
huge.
Yeah. They support me.
Yeah.
They give me, they're there for me. When I have a bad day in that salon and I cry, they're there for me. So,
what do you think your dad would say now?
I'd love this. He was a serious man, but he loved to be a practical joker. No one would believe that he was a jokester, but he loved to joke. He was a big finance guy. He was real straight-laced, no curse. You wouldn't hear anything like that from him. he would just be like, I think he'd be my manager, and
Right.
he'd be totally making sure that I will be the best at whatever I
You'd
put
be at
my
your
mind
shows,
to.
selling the t-shirts, selling the wigs.
110%. What my husband does now.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom, because they all have their jobs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Wow. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Well, and I also saw too on your social media, you were trying to bring some awareness to something that was going on in a neighborhood, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of an issue, situation right now. And a lot of people have been reaching out, and I so appreciate it. My aunt, my cousin, were both in medical facilities dealing. My aunt had a stroke, and her daughter wasn't well with other medical conditions. And at that time, their house was robbed, and certain items were taken. Felt very targeted, because only certain people knew about the objects in the house, and certainly, and it's just really unfortunate when you have elderly people and people take advantage of that. So I'm working with NYPD, Staten Island, and hoping to catch them.
Yeah.
But I've also come to a point, and I'm not giving up. I don't know which one's my camera, but if it's that, I am not letting it go. But what I chose to now do is figure out where I want to focus my energy. And instead of fully focusing on and let's get them, because you know what? God's going to get them at the end of the day.
Yes.
I want to spend time with my aunt who's not doing great. And that's where the energy needs to go. God will figure it out. You might not get caught on this earth, but you will get caught in a far, and I just pray they know God and the way I know God. I know he's a merciful God, but you better just pray to God for forgiveness.
But I think it's great too that you have this platform and you're able to use that in order to be able to.
That my sister was like,
help.
go.
Right.
Because I have my inklings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You always have a feeling, right? So don't, I look at it now like, don't fuck with me. Like, don't fuck with me, don't fuck with God.
Right.
I know you shouldn't say that in the same sentence, but.
Right. It's true. Yeah. What do you think that your aunt would say, the one that had passed, about all she's looking down, watching all of this?
I think Faye would love this. She would love this. Yeah. She was like glamorous. She wore all those wigs. She was beautiful. She was so proud to be a hairdresser in that beauty world. She was very...
But I think that lots of people who work in the beauty world, they enjoy the glam and everything. Yeah. But they have such big hearts, and they enjoy, because what you're doing, your gift, the service you're providing is making another human being feel beautiful.
Which is, do you know how hard it is to make a woman like?
Right.
I learned that too. It's sad. Now when people tell me I'm pretty, I say thank you. Because you know what? I am pretty. Yeah. And you have to, and she would always say, she's like, I am, not me, her. She would talk in that person. So, she would say, I look phenomenal. Look at me. Yeah. And I used to be like, oh my God, she's so conceited. She's
it's self-love.
But now I'm like, oh shit, no, she's like, my mom will say, look how good I look for my age. Yes. And I'm like, you're right. Not for your age. Look how good you look.
Yes. That's a thing for like that whole like for your age. Because I've never said that to a man. Right. And I'm like, we should start saying that to men, where we should be like, you're so good at golf for your age.
Right. Because you're basically saying we have no right to be good at this point of our lives.
Just drop it in, sprinkle it here and there. And I'm so curious to see like what their response would be. Because I'm like, maybe I'm just making too much of it, and that's totally fine.
No, they would have a freaking coronary. Are you kidding? Could you imagine and another for place? Your age? Oh, you're great for your age.
Right. Yeah.
Like you really pop there. But listen, you gotta say I am beautiful and I am good and I'm beautiful this way. Yeah. Listen, I'm not happy with certain things.
All of us. I feel like we're all working on. Yeah, we've all got things to work on. But I mean, it's
that's it. Yeah. We can't pretend that we think nobody's perfect.
Right.
You got to acknowledge look yourself, and if you wake up in the morning and you go like this, my hair looks really pretty today. And you know what? I feel like I have a lot of energy this morning. Yeah. That's a good thing for my body. And I prayed this morning. That's a good thing for my mind. And you know what? My skin looks really glowy today. Start your day like that. Mm-hmm. What do you got? Why not? Yeah. And I have days where I go, oh, you look so freaking bloated today. And you look this today. And your toenails weren't done today. But all right, well, your hair looked good.
And are you able to, on those days, are you able to turn content and create content? Because I know like that consistency is a big thing, especially like with algorithms and stuff.
My God. And no one can figure out this freaking algorithm.
Right.
Yeah. I've definitely, it's an outlet for my anxiety. That's what it started. Really, really what it started as was an outlet for my anxiety. And I don't want to claim that anymore. My friend says, don't say my anxiety. So it started for anxiety. And I think when I'm super stressed, I go right to that phone and and I'm like, okay, that's like journaling to me. I never really journaled and I never really went to meditate. I was a Reiki master for like a year. Yeah, please. Yeah, I was good at it, but my family's used to be coming home with new like crystals one week, prayer group the next.
Right.
Just looking for my media, my zen.
Yeah.
And actually my zen is making those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, where can people find more about you?
They can go on Instagram. I'm that hairdresser, DRESSA, Kristin, KRISTIN. On Instagram, TikTok, same name. I'm really trying to like be persistent, like be better on Facebook and YouTube. Everyone's like, you're not on YouTube. I'm like, I know. How many times can I help out freaking day? I'm running 2 businesses too. But you can find me on all platforms, right? How they say it, all social media platforms. Yes. And you can look on marriedbythemom.com to see tour dates. And I always will keep you guys up to date on when my show is about to launch and the next projects that we're working on, because there's a lot and it's going to be fun. And I want everyone to get to feel it.
Phenomenal. How would Carol say goodbye?
All right. You know what? We've been doing this a long time. You're pretty, beautiful. The dog is cute. My ass hurts. I got to get up now. Okay? It's beautiful outside and I miss half the rays.